Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Grounded by Yoga. This is our last day of this challenge, this 4-day stress detox challenge, and we will have a very gentle Yin practice. So, if you are not familiar to Yin Yoga, Yin is more about introspection, feeling, holding poses for a long period of time. Can be challenging for the mind. And if it is challenging for you, it means that it is working. So when the mind becomes agitated, has difficulty to focus on the breath, this is where the work starts. So if you are ready to start, find your sitting position, Siddhasana or cross-legged seated, Sukhasana. And we will practice pranayama, deep belly breathing, also called yogic breath, before starting, just to settle the mind a little bit more, to prepare for the practice. So find your sitting position, feel the support of the earth. Draw the navel toward the spine, open up the chest, lengthen the spine, tuck the chin to the chest to find length through the back of the neck. Hands resting on your lap, palms facing up, gain mudra. It's a little bit noisy outside here, so if you can hear it, try to keep your attention inward. From now, turn your attention to your breath. Pratyahara, withdraw from the senses, focusing on the breath. And let's take a moment to welcome yourself to your practice. Just notice how you feel before we start moving, before we start anything. Taking this precious time to self-reflect are important. Acknowledge the way we step on the mat and the way we step out of the mat are an important part of the practice. Now I invite you to relax your belly and send your breath down, expanding the belly as you inhale. And as you exhale, belly bottom going toward the spine, going back to neutral. Inhale, the belly inflates. And as you exhale, belly bottom to the spine. Deep belly breathing. You can bring your hands on top of your belly to really feel the belly expanding and retracting. This is a so powerful pranayama. Inhale, inflate your body, and as you exhale, belly coming back toward the spine. So here, when we send the breath down, the diaphragm contracts, pushing the organs, which will have this inflating effect on the belly. And as the diaphragm relaxes, the belly comes back toward the spine. And he is closely related to the activation of the parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation response. It signals to the brain and the body that we are safe, which in turn helps to relax, to calm down. So when the diaphragm expands, contracts, it creates a depression in the lungs, which will automatically draw the air in, filling up the lungs. And as you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes, pushing the air out. This is a natural process of breathing. Keep going at your own pace, own rhythm. Feeling the belly pushing your hands away. Be with your breath. And let's take 2 more breaths like that before we release the practice. And once you finish your 2 breaths, relax the practice, come back to your natural breath, focus on your breath and bring your hands back on your lap, palms facing up, and notice how you feel. Notice your breath. How is your breath compared to when you arrived before we start the pranayama? How is it? Is it more relaxed? Bring your awareness between each inhale and each exhalation. This moment of peace. And bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Welcome to your practice. Open up the eyes if they are closed. And release the block if you are sitting on. And come to find your four-kneeling position. And from here, step your left foot between your left wrist. I'm going to step a little bit further. Left knee behind your left wrist. Place your left shin diagonal to the front edge of the mat. And slide your right leg back. Here, options to place a block underneath your buttocks for support, for extra comfort, and come to stand on your fingertips, opening up the chest here, and slightly stretches the hip flexors of the right side of your right leg. Take one more breath here. Keep dorsiflexed the left ankle. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward and place your forehead on the floor. Pigeon pose. You can also place your forehead on top of your hands or use a block if your forehead doesn't reach the floor. And from here, we will be holding the pose for the next 3 minutes. So make any adjustment that you need to feel extra comfort. Find a place where you can hold the pose and find a place
where you stretch enough the tissues. You have to listen to your body. Yin Yoga is a very introspective and meditative practice. As I said before, if it might be challenging for someone that has a very busy mind. And if that's the case, it means that the practice is working. We are halfway into the pose, 1 minute and a half. Be with your breath. Focus on your breath. I can give you a little tip. If you have difficulty concentrating on your breath, bring this mantra so. Hum. Inhale so. Silently saying so. And as you exhale silently in your head, hum. This can help you stay focused on the breath present in your practice. And take 2 natural breaths. Prepare to transition. And on your next inhale, looking forward, bring your hands underneath the shoulders, slowly pressing up, tuck the back toes under, and slide your left leg back and lay down on your belly. Options to turn your head toward the left side of your mat, or if you have any contraindication with your neck, place one hand stacked on top of the other and rest your forehead on top. And feel the transition, feel the energy flowing back into the left leg. Feel the difference between each side. Prana, or Qi as it is called in TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, is the philosophy of Yin Yoga. When we restrict the flow of energy for a long period of time, then we can really feel when the energy comes back into it, into each limb. And bring your hands underneath the shoulders, press back up. And we'll do the other side straight away. So for kneeling position, shift your right knee behind your right wrist, your right shin diagonal to the small edge of the mat, and slide your left leg back and tuck the toes options to place a block or bolster underneath the right glute if you need support. Inhale to open the chest. And let's take 2 natural breaths here. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, walk your hands further forward. Forehead on the floor, on a block, on your hands. And connect to your breath. Remember your mantra if you need to. So hum. We'll be here for the next 2 minutes and a half. Make any adjustment that you need to be able to hold the pose without moving. One minute left. And take 2 natural breaths. Prepare to move, to transition. And when you're ready, bring your hands back toward yourself, slowly pressing up. And allow yourself to lay down on your belly. Choose the options that you did before, resting your forehead on top of your hands, or this time turn your head to look toward the right side of your mat. And feel the sensation arising in the right leg, the energy flowing back into it. And bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades down the back. Press your hands slightly down, looking forward. And find your gentle back bend, Sphinx pose. Very gently pressing down your hands, your forearm. And we'll be here for the next 3 minutes. So here, back bends are more energizing than grounding. Working on the upper meridians. The meridians are the channels, energy channels flowing throughout the body. And all the upper meridians are yang-like rather than yin. Think about yin, grounding, peace, calm, and yang, energizing, movement. Yin practice, it's meant to bring balance between both energy, yang energy and yin energy. Finding this peace that is within us, that has always been there and will be always there for us. 1 minute and a half left. Here, options to stay here low in Sphinx pose or to slowly extend your arms. Walk your hands, what about one hand span back and find your seal pose. If anything doesn't feel good in the lower back, release the posture and go back to your Sphinx pose or restorative crocodile pose. Laying on your belly, resting your hands, resting your forehead on your hands. 1 more minute here. Take 2 natural breaths. Prepare to transition. And on your next exhale, lower slowly, gently, mindfully. Forehead on the floor or resting on top of your hands. And feel what is going on inside. Feel the energy flowing back. You can bring some movement in your hips, wiggle your hips side to side to release any tension in the lower back. And slowly bring your hands underneath the shoulders and come to sit back on your heels in the back of the mat. Sweep your arms around. Fold forward from your hips, forehead on the floor or on a block if you need to place your forehead on a block. And find your balasana, child pose. We'll be here for the next 3 minutes. Connect to your breath. Be with your breath. Embrace quiet and stillness. One minute left. And slowly take 2 slow deep breaths and prepare to transition. Slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing up, and turn yourself around. Lay down on your back. Extend your legs in front. Feet slightly wider than your hips, palms facing up, arms alongside you. Find this. Your resting position, Shavasana. We'll be here for 5 minutes. Try to stay connected with your breath. Perhaps bring your awareness to your belly. Feel the belly rising as you inhale. And as you exhale, the belly falling back toward the spine, falling down. Stay present. Enjoy your rest.
And slowly deepen the breath. Come back to your body, to your space. Bring some movement in your fingertips, your toes. And interlace your fingertips over your head. Extend your arms. Take a big stretch if you'd like to. And roll over your right side. And rest for 2 natural breaths in a fetus position. Make this transition mindful. And slowly press back up. Find your sitting position. Try to keep your awareness inward. Stay focused. And once you find your seat, I will try to keep it simple. Try to keep your state of mind as it is now, perhaps calm. Let's take this time to reflect on how did you go with this challenge? Can you feel the difference, any change within yourself? How do you feel with your practice? How did this practice support you during these 4 days? Cultivating balance in life can feel challenging sometimes, but it's very important to engage in relaxation techniques, relaxation practices, such as gentle yoga practice or Yin Yoga, to simply counteract the stressed life, the busy life that we, for most of us, experience, running between jobs, social engagement, family life. Life is busy, my friend. And we have to be present to really experience and to enjoy every moment. Bring your hands to the heart center in Anjana Mudra and let's have a moment of gratitude. Be grateful for your practice, for the 4 days challenge that you made. Be grateful for your body, your mind, your spirit, and perhaps a more calm and balanced version of you. Thank you everyone for sharing this space, this time. Namaste. Thank you everyone for sharing, connecting. I am happy and grateful for sharing this precious time with you. Know that this challenge will happen every month, every end of the month. we will have this time to connect together for free for everyone. But know that if you need more support, you can find more offering on my website www.groundedbyyoga.org. And you can always subscribe to this channel. If you are watching this video on YouTube, subscribe and like for more. I wish you a wonderful day.